Join me as we embark on a spectacular journey through Rebel Moon Part 1, A Child of Fire. A film that's sure to leave you speechless, for all the wrong reasons. A film that's sure to keep you on the edge of your seat. By that I mean you just want to leave and can't wait till it's over. Oh, where to begin? It's a cinematic journey that takes us to a galaxy that's not only far, far away, but also eerily similar to every other space opera you've ever seen. The big bad in this universe is the Motherworld, an entity that seems to have taken a page out of every dictator's playbook. Its favorite pastime? Bullying a tiny innocent farming colony on a moon called Veldt, because nothing screams originality like a powerful entity picking on the little guy, right? Enter our hero, Cora. She's a former soldier for the Imperium, which is just a fancy name for the bad guys. Now she's had a change of heart and is trying to gather a team to stand up against them. It's a classic bad guy turned good trope that we've seen a million times before. But hey, who doesn't love a good redemption arc? Then there's our villain, Atticus Noble. He's as subtle as a sledgehammer and about as nuanced. Noble comes to Veldt looking for some rebels and tries to buy grain from a local village. When the village leader refuses because they need the grain to survive, Noble kills him. Talk about an overreaction. It's like the writers were trying to hit us over the head with how evil he is. Wait, there's more. Cora steps in when she sees some soldiers about to hurt a villager. She tells the villagers that they need to defend themselves when Noble comes back. So Cora and a villager named Gunner go on a recruitment drive to a town called Providence. Their goal? To find more people to help them, including a disgraced general named Titus. Because every rebellion needs a washed-up general, right? For some reason, it's just very similar to the Magnificent Seven. On their journey, Cora decides to share her life story with Gunner. Turns out she used to work for the Imperium after they killed her family and destroyed her home planet. She was a bodyguard for a princess named Isa, who was supposed to stop the Imperium's wars. Honestly, the plot's just boring and unoriginal. The characters in this film are as deep as a puddle after a light drizzle. They seem to have been created with the sole purpose of moving the plot forward, rather than being well-rounded individuals with their own motivations and conflicts. The protagonist, Cora, played by Sofia Boutella, is a warrior with a past. However, her character is as exciting as watching paint dry. Despite Boutella's formidable presence, Cora is a dull cipher for the actor to work with. Her backstory is as cliched as they come, and her motivations are as clear as mud. It's as if the writers thought, let's make her mysterious and brooding, but forgot to give her any actual personality. If you are enjoying this film review, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Then we have the Scottish mercenary Kai, played by Charlie Hunnam, and the Beastmaster Prince Tarak, played by Stas Nair. Their exoticized backgrounds seem to be their only defining features. It's as if the writers thought, why bother with character development when you can just give them cool haircuts and hard-stressed accents? Their characters are as flat as a pancake, and their dialogue is as riveting as a lecture on the history of shoelace. And Jimmy, the mechanical knight voiced by Anthony Hopkins. Despite being voiced by the legendary Anthony Hopkins, Jimmy is given little to do in the film. He disappears from the plot after the first act, only to reappear at the very end. His character arc, if you can even call it that, involves him turning on the other Imperium soldiers to save a water girl, Sam. But instead of joining Cora on her quest, he stays behind in the farming village. His absence from the majority of the film leaves a gaping hole in the narrative, making his eventual return feel unearned and contrived. And let's not forget the space farmers who try and obviously fail to resist a visiting party of space fascists. Their leader, a brawny Corey Stoll, dies pretty quickly. Because why would a character with a barrel chest and Viking snuffleupagus beard need a proper character arc, right? His death is as predictable as the sunrise, and his character is as memorable as a forget-me-not. The supporting characters are no better. They're as one-dimensional as a line, with personalities as vibrant as a grayscale. The film's character writing is a testament to the fact that flashy visuals and high-stakes action sequences can't compensate for a lack of compelling characters. It's a film that seems more interested in setting up sequels than in telling a satisfying story. And in the end, it leaves the audience feeling as empty as the vast, cold void of space. The film is a visual spectacle, no doubt. But it's a spectacle in the same way a car crash is. You can't look away, but you're not exactly enjoying the view. They catch your eye, but they don't really add anything to the story. In fact, they often distract from it. It's as if the film is saying, "Look at these cool visuals. Don't pay attention to the lackluster plot and cardboard characters." The film is filled with Zack Snyder's signature godlike upshot angles and slow-motion battle visuals. However, these techniques, which worked so well in films like 300, here only serve to exacerbate the tedium. The framing and editing of action sequences appear cramped, lackluster, and uninspired. It's like trying to squeeze the grandeur of a galaxy into a shoebox. The result is a series of action sequences that feel more like a chaotic jumble of images than a coherent narrative. The film seems to have a love affair with out-of-focus shots. It's as if the cinematographer forgot to wear their glasses on set. These shots, which are presumably meant to add a sense of depth and realism to the film, instead serve to disorient the viewer. It's like trying to watch a 3D movie without the glasses. And then there's the slow motion. It's used so frequently that it loses all impact. Instead of enhancing the drama of the action sequences, it only serves to drag them out. Rebel Moon, Part 1, A Child of Fire, is a film that leaves much to be desired. Its character writing is as shallow as a puddle, with characters that serve more as plot devices than actual individuals. The protagonist, Cora, is as exciting as watching paint dry, and the supporting characters are as one-dimensional as a line. The film's visuals, while stunning, often distract from the story rather than enhance it. The overuse of out-of-focus shots and slow-motion scenes only serves to exacerbate the film's issues. Despite its grand ambitions, Rebel Moon Part 1 ultimately falls flat, delivering a visual spectacle that lacks substance and compelling storytelling. But hey, at least it's got cool haircuts and hard-stressed accents, right? If you enjoyed this review, make sure to subscribe and ring the bell so you won't miss the next review.